It's Joan. I'm reading in Korean. This is a summary from Sura 18, which is called The Cave. And before I start, I'm gonna which I found online, but I'm sorry, I know you're not supposed to change words. I was in a bit of a hurry. So it's a little bit altered, but I think you recognize it. Make every decision fruitful of mine, and grant me the company of martyrs and the life of servants victory over any enemies. You're aware of our needs. Our thinking is faulty, our planning weak. We depend on you for mercy. You're the confirmer of our actions and bestower of peace. Save us as you saved those on seas. Protect us from perdition, which is eternal punishment and trials. And I thought it was a little bit interesting where it says, I just read the beginning, that grant me the company of martyrs, and I got scared. I thought, well, should there be martyrs when you believe in God? And I know that death is just a natural part of life, but it made me think of a time when I was with my daughter, and she came in crying, and your natural reaction is to be protective. She said that somebody had just knocked her to the ground, and I wanted to go out and talk to the person, and I guess you get more defensive than that. She cautioned me. She said, "No, Mom, I was bragging." I said how good I was with martial arts. I had just taken a course, and she said, "Well, the kid showed her that he was better than she was." She didn't want me to find out how good that was. So I thought that was interesting, that being a martyr sometimes might be a natural reaction to someone you love, to another believer. And then it talks about eternal punishment. I thought, well, should there be that? It talks about hell, but of course, whatever God makes is good. It's quizzical. I'm a curious person. In this, it's about the newly made Islam that Muhammad had to do with, and how his wife Kadiba, she was his first follower, as well as a cousin and a servant. And it noted that she was a monogamous relationship, but that he had 6 wives. And I wondered, well, how can you do that? It went on to describe how he was married to her 25 years. After she passed away, he went on to marry other women. And Ali and Ceid were the other 2 new believers. So the section just discusses the introduction to the public, and the reason it's called the cave is that the new followers were tortured and changed information that they might be stoned for it, but not to procrastinate, to recite what's revealed without changing anything, that Allah doesn't share a reign with anybody. That when we have friends, we should pick the ones that pray throughout the day and not those that are attracted by the glitter of life, that are heedless to belief in God. And is a design from God. So I thought I'd share some interesting facts about that. And it says that the heat of the sun is 9,900 degrees Fahrenheit, that it's millions of miles away from Earth, and yet the heat travels in 8 minutes to where we are. So I liked it. It goes on to say, just to be careful not to lie, and that he was revealing a faith in which disbelief would be harmed, but those that are righteous would be rewarded. And one of the last lines, well, verse 7, it says to be the best in conduct. It did talk some about godly attributes and how there was a difference. Of course, we're supposed to try to mirror the behavior of God, but it wanted to know that we can't be exactly what He is. So the attributes that God has would be to be an originator, that He's timeless, that He's the highest and most honorable, and a perceiver, whereas other attributes we associate and are capable of is wisdom, to be an assister, to be a forgiver, and a unifier. And then a term I was looking at today, which is IHSAM, it is taught in Islam, which is excellence in all you do with prayer, social interaction, and work.